Hi guys, my name is Mr. Bon, and today we are going to be talking about the Bonfire token. Okay? What is a Bonfire token? Well, it is another tokenomics token, and that is very, very similar to Safemoon. It's pretty much the exact same thing as Safemoon, except it's not Safemoon, okay? But it's pretty much the same thing. Okay? Well, today we are gonna be diving into it, and then we are gonna compare it to Safemoon to see what you should be investing in. Is Bonfire a better investment than Safemoon? Now, before we get started, I would just like to ask you guys for a little favor. And this is an actual favor, not some made-up story about my parents. If you guys can just hit the like button, it would help me out so much. Okay? My wife said that for every 1,000 likes that I get on this video, I can say no to her once. Okay? I think that's a pretty good deal. For those of you guys who are married, it might not be a good deal, but listen to my plan, okay? My plan is to say yes to her so much that she gets so lazy and can't do anything without me, and then she'll be stuck with me forever. But as I make more money on YouTube, I'll start saying no to her more often. Like, I'll start off with saying no to her once a week, and then twice a week, and then in 20 years, maybe 3 times a week. Oh my goodness, is that possible? So if you guys can help me out and make my life a little bit easier, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so with that, let's get started and catch you up on what the Bonfire really is, okay? So if we go to their website, we can see that Bonfire is a frictionless, yield-generating contract that allows you to seek shelter amidst the chaos of the market. Okay, so here are the tokenomics. The original supply, they started off with 1,000 trillion, which is 1 quadrillion coins, but at launch, they burned 30% of it. Then there is a 10% tax on every transaction. 5% is distributed to the holders, and 5% is added to liquidity. Okay, so it's basically like Safemoon with a few tweaks. For Safemoon, 5% of it goes to the holders, like Bonfire, but the other 5%, 2.5% goes to the liquidity pool, and 2.5% goes into BNB. For Bonfire, all 5% goes to the liquidity pool. So like Safemoon, Bonfire also has a burn wallet. So as we can see here, this is a burn wallet. It has around 39.99% burned out of the total. Total is still 1 quadrillion coins. It currently has pretty much 400 trillion coins burned. This is PancakeSwap, the second biggest holder. It has 80 trillion coins, represents around 8% of it. So basically, Bonfire is a replica of Safemoon. And realistically, that's okay? They can both do well, okay? Just like Pokemon's replica is Digimon, okay? Graham Stephan's replica is Andre Jick, and Uncle Roger's replica is Mr. Bon. Okay. Okay, so now let's go to the Excel spreadsheet and see how long it would take for you to make $1 million if you invest $100 into Bonfire right now. Oh yeah, and I did all the example calculations for these numbers in the document below. If you guys want to check it out, please check it, but I'm not going to go through over all of this. So this is the Excel spreadsheet that you can download with the link below. What you guys really need to focus here is these things right here. I made it so the only things that you guys need to change are these numbers right here. Okay, so if you change the amount of tokens from 600 trillion to 500 trillion, everything changes. You don't need to worry about these numbers right here. You just need to worry about inputting on these 5 numbers. So let's say you want to change the price. You can. Once you change the price, this thing will change. If you want to change the amount of money that you put in, let's say you want to change $1,200, it changes right here. So I try to make it a lot easier for you. You just need to change these numbers right here. From here, you can see that you start off with $100, and then the total money after one cycle, you get 5%, which is $105, which makes sense because, you know, when you only get 5% redistribution, it makes sense that you go up by $5 because this is assuming that the market cap stays the same. Now, if you go through that for cycles, through all the cycles, you can see that you would hit $1 million at right here, 181 cycles, which is pretty much the exact same thing as Safemoon's cycle. At that time, there will be a total supply of 153 billion coins left. The price would be 0.0005. You would have a total of 1.9 billion coins. Now, how long is it going to take to burn all the coins until you hit 153 billion coins? So if we go here, this is an exponential decay formula. I am not going with a linear formula because linear formulas don't make sense. You do not keep burning at the same rate. You burn, but then you kind of tamper off, okay? You do not burn at a linear line. So, and that's why I use exponential decay formula. And the rate at which it is burned, the initial 628 trillion coins. I got this from the white paper. The white paper says that on April 29th, 2021, there were 372 trillion coins burned. So 1,000 minus 372 is 628. Final right now, we have 600 trillion coins. So the amount of coins burned is 28 trillion. Okay. The rate is pretty much 28 trillion divided by the initial. That's why it's burned divided by the initial, which is around 4.4%. You put this rate into for here, okay? T is the number of days from the April 29th till now. It's been 41 days. Okay? A is the initial, 628. Y, you can see, is 600 coins. Okay? That means that currently there are 600 coins. Okay, so if you go down to 153 billion, this is 1 trillion, right? 153 billion would be right around here. 20.5 years, so pretty much 21 years, which is pretty much the same time length as it took for Safemoon, assuming that market cap stays the same. Market cap stays at $78 million. Now, let's compare Bonfire with Safemoon because that's what I'm interested about. Like, is Safemoon the best token to invest right now, or are there better tokens? Yeah. Well, I made a chart because I'm Asian and it works. So first off, we're going to be talking about tokenomics, and they are basically the same. Okay? They have a 5% reflection rate and the same mechanism for a burn wallet. So basically the same thing for tokenomics. Next, we're going to be talking about holders. Bonfire currently has 334,000 holders. Safemoon, on the other hand, Safemoon has 2.33 million holders, which is almost 8 times as many holders as Bonfire. So a lot more holders. Okay, and next we're going to be talking about market cap. Currently, Bonfire has a $78 million market cap, which is pretty small compared to Safemoon's $2 billion market cap. And so that is definitely a lot more. And having a bigger market cap means that it is a lot more stable. Safemoon is definitely a lot more stable. But having a smaller market cap means that Bonfire has a lot of room to grow. So this really depends on you. Are you the risky type, or are you more of the safer type or somewhere in between. Next, we're going to be talking about marketing. And in order to talk about marketing, we are going to be going to Google Trends. For 30 days, okay, you can see that Safemoon is a 34 and Bonfire is a 7. So for me, Safemoon has around 5 times as much marketing as Bonfire. So marketing, hands down, Safemoon has a lot more marketing power and just a lot more well-known. Okay, so next is manual burns, and currently Bonfire does not have any manual burns. If we look at the white paper, they said that unlike other protocols on the market, the contract does not employ a manual burn wallet. So basically, Bonfire cannot do any manual burns as of now. Who knows? It might change in the future. But for Safemoon definitely has manual burns, and they have already burned a couple times. Okay, and next, liquidity pool. Currently, Bonfire's liquidity pool is locked, and it is permanently locked. If we look at their white pages, it says that the tokens are permanently locked in the liquidity pool, effectively reducing the available supply. So Bonfire's liquidity pool is permanently locked, but that doesn't mean that the tokens inside are stuck in there forever, okay? No, they're not, okay? The liquidity pool is one part of it is used for the automatic market makers, which takes the token out of the liquidity pool when a lot of people are buying the tokens. And so they're not locked in there forever. Well, they are locked in there, but the tokens can be taken out. This is unlike the burn wallet, where anything that goes into the burn wallet never comes out. For Safemoon, on the other hand, the liquidity pool are locked for 4 years. And finally, burn rate. Bonfire currently has a burn rate of 4.4%. I don't know, which is pretty good, which is okay. For Safemoon, on the other hand, based on the projected burn rate, it currently has a burn rate between 15 and 20% burn rate. What does that mean? And that means that Safemoon is burning a lot more coins than Bonfire. And that is a good thing, okay? You want the coins to be burned down. You want to get into like sub 1 trillion, because that would mean that your coins would be worth a lot more. So faster burn rate is a good thing. So for burn rate, Safemoon takes the cake. Okay, so final thoughts. Which one is better? Is it Bonfire or Safemoon? Well, obviously it's Safemoon. Okay? Safemoon is just a lot bigger. Okay? It has a lot more exposure. A lot more people are talking about it, and it has a lot more things going on. The plans that it has with Gambia, Operation Phoenix, with burning more coins. Maybe, I don't know what Papa does. Okay, so yeah, it just has a lot of stuff, a lot more stuff going on. So obviously, Safemoon is better. Now, I will say that for Bonfire, the biggest strength that Bonfire has is that it is small, okay? It is at $78 million market cap. So that means that it can go up to $700 million or even $1.4 billion and still be okay. Also, make sure you understand that because it is smaller, it is a lot more risky. So Bonfire is definitely a lot more risky than Safemoon. So make sure you do not put a lot of money into Bonfire. Try to put $100, $200 into Bonfire, $300 to $400 into Safemoon, and leave it for 20 years. Then you'll have $2 million. Maybe. Also, I do want to say that if you double the amount from 100 to 200, it does not cut the time in half. It probably cuts it down time for 2 years. So instead of 20 years, it goes down to 18 years. Make sure you keep that in mind. Alright guys, well that's all that I have for you guys today, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy that. If you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe. I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers, because then I can do YouTube full time and give you guys better content. Okay, so with that, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.